Today, we leave Milton / Mountain Town / Milton for the last time. At least for the last time this series. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more of the Long Dark in our Against All Odds series, where I am at Grey Mother's, having just woken up from a nap. It doesn't really seem like it's morning, I know, but it is. We do have to get rid of some things in order to make the next steps in our journey. So I'm going to drop things that I really would prefer not to drop, but I really have no choice. So let's see. We're going to drop the cardboard matches here. We have still a bunch of wood matches, frankly more than I need, and there's a part of me that wants to drop those. I do have this one canister on me, which is very useful, and will be even more useful once I'm in the zone of contamination, which is coming around the corner. Tell you what, let's sort by weight. That'll make things a little bit easier. I probably don't need all of these cleaning kits. I don't need both of those, or all three of those sewing kits. One of the interesting aspects of the current point in the series is that we're just at a moment where, tell you what, I'm going to make the rest of the inventory decisions once I'm over there. We're just at a moment where I know that this series, interesting, is not going to continue ad infinitum. The purpose of this series is to sort of explore the new zone, and then we have, well, I'm planning to continue this save with the update, assuming that it works out. Assuming that we don't have to restart. Oh, I think I did hit a wolf with that bullet at the end of the last episode. We just heard one die. But yeah, I am planning to continue this save. So, I don't know. I'm making some decisions in a kind of like, what would the correct adjective be? It's not short-sighted, but I'm just like, I'm ruling out a lot of priorities that I'm kind of assuming I might not care about them in the long term. But if this is a truly long-term playthrough, or if this was just a more like mainline Against All Odds series that wasn't focused around new content or showcasing anything, I would be thinking somewhat differently. Like, for example, I would probably be going to get my stuff from Coastal Highway before I made this trip. So I guess the easiest way to say it is I'm rushing some decisions deliberately at this point. I can afford to. It's not a terrible thing. All right, we're going to step across here. The fog is quite oppressive. The day is getting brighter, though. Not sure where the wolves are going to be. It's actually getting brighter quite quickly. The fog may even clear at this rate. I'll certainly keep my fingers crossed for that. Okay. But yeah, I don't think I've actually mentioned it in this series yet, but I am planning on continuing this save if the update allows us to do so. If the update is not one that says, hey, you're going to have to restart your current games, you know, so much is changing, blah, blah, blah. We're kind of accustomed to that. That happened with the last one on account of scurvy. And it's to be expected, honestly, but consensus so far, and maybe it's wrong, but consensus so far is that, and they maybe even mentioned this in the patch notes, or not the patch notes, but the update announcement. Consensus is that we will not have to start new games, which is kind of cool. So we can confirm that in the comments, and I'll circle back to it in a later episode just to be very clear as this update approaches. So that's not my final word on it, but hello, bunnies. But I'm pretty confident that we're going to be able to continue this save. So what I want to do, we're not going to continue, just to be very clear, when I say I'm going to continue this save, I'm going to start a new series, but it will proceed from this point. And the reason I'm doing that is, I mean, should be pretty obvious. Here it is, it's June. This update came out last year. I haven't been to the zone of contamination yet. So we're going to start on a playthrough where I've already done most of the major things so that we can really focus on getting to the new stuff as soon as possible. Any complaints? Didn't think so. Hindsight's 2020. Fully 2020. All right, tell you what, let's go ahead and sleep for about 3 hours here. I will need to drop some things, take it down into the basin, but it's okay. That's life. Let's see. Let's see if I can chow down on some of these cattails. I'm going to eat literally as many as I can. Man, I have a lot of coffee and tea that I have to cook. Okay, nice. So I only have to get rid of 4 pounds. Give or take. Yeah, only about 3 pounds, actually. Okay, well, with that in mind... This hurts my soul. It truly does. But we're going to drop those materials. There's a part of me that thinks, you know, you really don't need all the insulated flasks, but it's so convenient. It's so convenient. We can drop those torches, and there we go. Perfect. Interesting. Don't see the wolves. Don't care. Gonna keep moving. So yeah, that's the plan. We're going to start a brand new kind of playlist and series, but we will pick up with this save for Season 02 of Against All Odds when the update drops, which is one of the reasons I'm just so focused on continuously moving forward. But it also, you can hear me checking myself, like, well, bear in mind, Hadrian, like, all the stuff you're doing right now might still come back to bite you later. It just depends on how much of that series will involve coming back into this part of the world, which, to be completely honest, I'm kind of doubting that that's going to be a major factor because, again, we're very established at this point. We've been surviving for more than 100 days. We have gear, and if we're over in the new zones, I presume there's going to be plenty of stuff to live off of in the far territory. So basically the playthrough can just focus over there. I kind of doubt, unless something about the tail requires me to return to Great Bear proper, which it might, like Signal Void did. It's probably fine. Okay, so here's some firearm cleaning kits from the last time I was up here. How many can I carry? Okay, no, that's it. I can only grab that one. Down we go. The weather's actually pretty nice right now, which is lovely. Didn't necessarily expect that, but here we are. Okay. I mean, it's a little foggy, but in terms of temperature, I am not worried at the moment. We're losing a little bit of energy due to going down these ropes, but this is the last climbing I'm going to need to do. Okay. And now begins the gauntlet of excessive and yet minimal caution. The gauntlet of paradoxical caution, or something like that. Working title, okay? Here's the thing. I do need to move as quickly as I can. But I don't want to move so quickly and in such a cavalier manner that I fail Signal Void again before completing it. Let alone, you know, even die after I fail Signal Void. Self-fulfilling prophecy? No, we're not going to fail Signal Void. But like after I complete Signal Void, I don't want to find myself in a position. I see a cattail. I don't want to find myself in a position of that's a dead body. Interesting. I guess I haven't been back here. Of having to redo any of this stuff on or off camera, to be completely honest. I'm just not too keen on that possibility. So I want to make sure that mistakes are not made. That's one of the reasons we are not... Oh, nice, an improvised knife. That's the third or fourth improvised knife we've seen just randomly in the world. I'm going to bring that toque with me for cloth, since I had to drop some. Yeah, I haven't been back here at all. Yeah, I'm just going to try and avoid stupid mistakes here, because it would be very easy to be overconfident right now. Now, granted, we are playing on a lower difficulty, but I'm including that among the reasons that I don't want to get overconfident. Yes. What can I do for you? I will shoot you in the face, Moose. I had a feeling that was going to happen, although I didn't think it was going to threaten me from the bottom of that. Like, I was standing on a hilltop. It would have been really hard for that moose to charge me. Maybe it wouldn't have been. Maybe I shouldn't underestimate the moose while I'm talking about not making careless mistakes. There's an idea. So let's go this way. I knew the moose was likely to be there, which is why I was taking that high point. I was about to make a comment about like how the moose was probably down there, and then the moose immediately looked at me, immediately snarled, and was like, "Hey, human, back the F up." Okay, so noted. Thank you for the warning. Have a nice day. Alright, the moose could actually be right here. I need to be careful. You can see moose scratchings on the tree trunks. Alright, so if I really... Okay, there's the moose. Right there. Now, we already have a moose hide satchel. We found it in HRV in the beginning of the series. How close can I get to the moose? Assuming he doesn't try and come toward me right now, just because he's patrolling that way, I should be safe. Yep, good to go. Okay, let's beeline. I'm a little tired. And I'm a little... I mean, again, the weather is great, which is one of the reasons I'm moving quickly. Yeah, I'm just gonna... We're gonna... I'm just gonna... We're going this way. We're going this way, quickly as possible. If the game is gonna be this nice to me, there's not even a snowflake in the sky right now. I'm gonna just... We're gonna go so fast. Alright, there's a wolf. Righted my path. Because of course. Let's see. Ah, missed. I think I shot a little bit high. Okay. Nope, there's another one right there, but that's honestly part of the reason I did that a bit. Okay, good. I think one of the wolves found a bunny. Hopefully they both will. The other one, I think, is a little bit closer to me on the right here, though. Okay, good. It's going after the bunny. Sorry, bunny. Damn. That's 2 misses. Although, I really shouldn't say that I'm missing them, because again, I need to bear in mind that I no longer see rifle skill increases when I get a hit. So that could have been a hit. Yeah, it was a hit. I hit him. I definitely hit him. Okay, cool. Let's keep moving. I'll have an opportunity to rest up here, and then keep moving towards Broken Railroad. Welcome back to the Muskeg. Alright, we're just gonna... Oof, let's not move too quickly. Alright, cave up here on the left. Let's take advantage. I think I'm just going to sleep for a couple of hours here. I want to still have some daylight, and especially with the weather being this nice, I'm kind of assuming that I'll sleep for 4 hours. I know I said a couple, but we're going to sleep for 4. I do have some coffee, too. I should have remembered that, honestly, but it's okay. Alright, we've got a bit of a sprain risk. Okay, yeah. As expected, the weather is worsening. So I'm going to try, and this is where one of the reasons I've been making these comments about not being too cavalier is that Broken Railroad is a zone that tends to catch me specifically, but also players in general, in this exact trap. This is just what BR does. Because Broken Railroad is a gauntlet unto itself. It is a long stretch of inhospitable terrain connected to Forlorn Muskeg, which is already pretty damn inhospitable. And of course, now we are at the end of the day, and we got a blizzard coming, so this is exactly what I'm talking about. I just don't, you know, if I have to stay on the train tracks for a night and scavenge some wood just to make sure that I'm warm and protected from the elements, so that I can then make the trip into Broken Railroad in a more prepared fashion, like, I'm gonna do that. And as a matter of fact, it looks like I might be doing that, because this weather is starting to threaten. So here's what we're going to do. As I run this direction, I'm going to look for coal. I'm going to look for sticks. Anything to burn, because we need to have a fire going, and we're going to wait for the first break of decent weather. It doesn't look like speed. It doesn't look like we're going as fast as we can. But it's the best possible combination of speed and safety that we're going to be able to muster. Okay, hold on. Speaking of speed and safety. This is Forlorn Muskeg. This is Forlorn Muskeg. Sorry. Random frog in my throat. Let me not just walk straight through the ice, because that would be unfortunate. Alright, I see a wolf over there on my right. Oof, that was close. That was too close. Okay, I kind of knew that was going to happen. I had a feeling that was thin ice. Let's go ahead and grab the cattails. I thought that might be two, being completely honest. But okay, we're going to keep looking for sticks. Maybe even some coal if I'm lucky. Right, there could be a bear nearby. I'm not exactly sure. I might be wrong about that. I don't know its exact route, but we're not far from it. So I'm just trying not to be an idiot at the moment. Because Broken Railroad, how many times Yeah, I had a feeling. How many times has that zone messed with me over the last year and a half on camera? It's not a small number. Because this is what happens. You get into, you know, you're like, hey, we're going to go that way. And then you get, oh, hi. Hold on. Hold that thought. Oh, he's walking away from me. We're good. I hate to give up those cattails, but I don't want to deal with the wolf right now. There's 2 of them. Alright, so those wolves are going to be in my way when I head down this way. But yeah, you kind of get into Forlorn and Muskeg from Milton. If you leave Milton in the morning, by the time you get to the Forlorn and Muskeg, it's usually like afternoon, evening. You might take a nap in the cave because that's kind of, you know, what you want to do to save your energy. And then you think, okay, now I want to make the rest of the trip. Well, with what weather and time you plan to do that, that's a major, major decision. And it can sneak up on you real good. So, we're just going to play it safe so that when it's time to move, we can move. Now, I didn't grab that many sticks, so we are going to have to find more. Yeah, I only have 5. It's less than ideal. I'm going to use one of the accelerants that I have on me. Okay, now let's look around, possibly for some, well, not limbs just yet. Scrub brushes for now, need to be mindful of the bear. Also, we'll need to sharpen this hatchet before too long. There's the bear. Alright, let's go back in here because those 10 minutes there, that's not nothing with a bear walking toward you. So we want to make sure we can get fresh bearings on where, no pun intended, on where he is. Thankfully, this fire is warm enough. Wasn't expecting that. So we do need to get it a little warmer, but first we need to see if we can figure out where that bear is. We might kill it. Alright, I see the wolves over there. This is a bear I don't mind taking down. I just don't know where he is exactly. Where did you go? What the heck? Oh, there you are. There's the bear. Okay, we'll tell you what, while you wander innocently over there to the other side of the train, I'm going to wander up on top of this hill and grab these sticks that are all over it, because I literally see this hill just covered with sticks. Alright, let me crouch just to make sure the bear didn't turn around in that exact moment, because that would be my luck. And if I'm lucky, I think the bear goes around the far side of the train at this point in its route. But there's always a bit of randomness, so who knows? Yeah, the bear's going around the far side of the train.
Sure I can carry much more.
Alright, there is a part of me that wants to chop up this limb right now. I'm not going to, though. Let's chop up this branch. The bear's just chilling. Are you napping? What are you doing? Okay, bear is moving again. I'm going to keep looking for sticks while keeping an eye on that bear. So there's going to be a lot of There's always a lot of head on a swivel in my playthroughs, but even more so right now because we're watching that bear. I don't want to take a shot at it while I'm just looking at its backside, but
Sure getting cold.
as soon as I have a straighter shot at it, I will happily take it. All right, these scrub brushes, I think this is going to be all of the fuel that I need for the fire. Oh, cattails. What a pleasant surprise. I wasn't expecting that. Can I crouch under here? I can.
So cold.
Beautiful. So I need to be careful when I go back to the fire because the bear could be looping around the front of the train. I'm not gonna lie. The game started playing this ominous track just now, and I heard the first, like, cue leading into it, and I was like, is that the bear aggroing, or what's happening? Okay, let me see if I can see him. I'm not sure if he comes... I don't think he's, like, right in front of the train. If he is, we're about to come face to face with him. I see another scrub brush, though, and I'm honestly kind of tempted to grab that. Alright, this is risky, but I'm going to do it. Because remember, every 10 minutes is 10 minutes of movement on this bear's path. I'm not sure where the bear is. Somewhere in front of me would be my guess. Is that coal? What the heck? How did I never pick that up before now? Or search that first aid kit? Are you kidding me? Alright, well, the coal is a lucky find. That's going to make our fire everything we need this fire to be. So this should take us through the night now, I would imagine. Or most of it. It'll certainly give this storm an opportunity to pass. How did I miss that coal? That is wild. I genuinely cannot believe that. Okay, here we are back at the fire barrel. 2 hours, 3 minutes on the fire. Let's add that coal. Every last stick we have. That is a nice, warm, long fire. And a beautiful thing, let me tell you. Alright, let's go ahead and eat these cattails. I need to save the weight. We're going to go through these. I might need to, before I go to sleep, yeah, we need to make some water. Because one thing is for sure, if I want to do this safely, I don't want to be encumbered. I want to move as quickly as possible, and I want to be able to sprint for long periods of time without exhausting myself. The good news is I do have lots of stims, so if BR does what BR does, then I think I'll be able to recover. I think it'll be okay. Okay. Water. Okay, so what do we have? 8 hours, 43 minutes. Let us sleep. Well, no, I need the water first. Let's do... Rather than take a long time to make a bunch of water, let's just do a little bit. There we go.
Feels like night is coming.
That's because it is. Night is coming. Alright, let's not drink that. We're still going to have most of that. And then 16 minutes until that's done. Oh, nice. The storm is already passing. That's unexpected. But it is also nighttime. So let's pick this up. We have 8 hours, 19 minutes on the fire. Now, of course, like any good long dark outside fire, this is going to give us more than 8 hours of fire time. Woke up fully rested. 4 hours, 35 minutes still on this fire. Okay, now what I can do with this time is I can...
I wonder if I can drop any of this fear.
You can, in fact. I can heat my coffee. and use that, because it sounds like the weather's pretty good. The weather is pretty good. Visibility, not so much, but I know where I'm going. So as long as I have coffee, and as long as I have stims, which I have both in spades, then we'll be fine. So let's get all that. Almost done. We're just going to move all it in at once.
And this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Perfect. So now I've got that. And what I can do here is go ahead and heat another beverage. I'm just going to heat this herbal tea. And drink it. And this will warm me up. And now... Ooh, nice torch off that fire. The weather appears to be clearing quite nicely. Don't know where the bear is. Hang on, let me make sure I've got my bedroll. I do. Okay. Yeah, the weather is clearing, which means we might have an aurora starting soon. Alright, the main thing I want to do is dodge these wolves in front of me if I can. I mean, visibility is good enough now that if I have to shoot at them, I'll shoot at them. It's not a problem. This is giving me deja vu from the Darkwalker playthrough, when I killed 3 or 4 wolves in the space of a few seconds at this same point on the tracks.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
That's because you can't. Okay. I feel like I'm going to draw aggro here. I'm not being too cautious about how fast I'm walking or how close I'm walking to them. Alright, I'm going to try and put some distance between me and the tracks. Staying as far away from the tracks as I can here. This is going to be a moment of truth right here, because I don't think I'm far enough. Alright, there we go. Nice. Okay, that was unexpectedly good. To say the very least. That was good. So, now I'm going to move... I have a torch. I should have grabbed a couple of torches, to be honest, but weather's good. Visibility is getting better. I'm going to move literally... I don't know how much YouTube is letting you see it. If you're watching in 4K, it should be decent, but 1080p is still pretty ruthless in terms of what the post-processing does on YouTube's end, but I am literally aiming at the train cars on the far side of the zone. We are getting out of here. Could still encounter a bear or some wolves here. We're not out of the woods yet in terms of avoiding wildlife. The main threat was that pack of wolves near the train and the bear near the train. That's a wolf right in front of me, in fact. And I also just think, I think I just heard bear crows. There's 2 wolves in front of me. One down. I don't know where the other one ran. It is... wind is picking up. That's not good. Alright. Lucky break there. I'm going to head straight in towards the tracks. Because there's another wolf off to my right. Hello, dead guy. Revolver ammo. You cannot tell me this game is not intentionally trolling me. You just can't. Okay, so there's a wolf somewhere over to my right. The only threat at this point is the bear. You'll recall that at the end of Against All Odds Season 7, or maybe you don't recall, if you missed it, I was running the opposite direction. I was trying to get back to Grey Bear proper. Oh, that's the bear. That's the bear. Yeah, that's the exact bear that I was just about to tell you a story about. Hi. Hi, friend. You want to cross those tracks for me? You want to just hop across there? You gonna take your sweet time? Okay, hold on. While we're waiting for that bear to move, we are going to drink some coffee just to stay warm. Honestly, the reason I need it right now is that if I have to shoot at this bear, I don't want my hands to be shaking. But we're going to try and stealth past him here. Oh god, he's coming right toward me. Incredibly rude. Alright, it is overwhelmingly likely that bear is following me right now. But I didn't hear him growl. Oh no, I think he saw me and was like, would you kindly F off? And I was like, okay, I'll do that. Don't mind me. I'm just going to go this way. You go that way. Cool. Good talk. So that worked out. Alright. Let's get a little bit of light, shall we? Now that I know I'm probably not going to need to shoot at anything. Not too bad. Let me not turn my back to anything else that might be in the area. Which I very nearly did just now, I think. Just heard footsteps nearby, and I'm not sure what that was. One thing that I've never quite nailed down is exactly how many bears are in Forlorn Muskeg. I know roughly where they are, obviously, because I've called them out for this entire episode and past episodes, but like, is there another one? You know? That's... That was the sound of my shelter collapsing. Ruined snow shelter. I'm not going to dismantle that right now, but one thing I am going to do is we're going to stop this episode here. In the next one, I am going to make my way into the Broken Railroad, and the sun's actually rising, by the way, which is nice. But we're going to make our way down to the Broken Railroad and keep going. I mean, we're going straight for the Forsaken Airfield so that we can wait for an aurora and complete Signal Void, and then it's to the zone of contamination from there. We're almost there. It's happening. We're on the way. There's so much momentum, and I'm just going to try my absolute best not to screw it up. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. For early episodes, channel emotes, and member badges, look for the join button. New episodes drop at 1 p.m. US Eastern Time every day but Wednesday, and comments are always welcome, so leave your thoughts below, and I'll see you next time.